Good morning dear students. Today we are going to start our social studies class with new chapter number 7, Saudi Arabia, the land of hot sun. Dear students, in previous classes we already studied about the wet land and the cold land or cold type of the climate and wet type of climate. We discussed in our previous classes like Greenland and DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Dear students, in this class we will discuss about the place which are completely covered with desert like the sand. We can say that it is a desert place and with no or little vegetation. Dear students, in this chapter we will discuss about the location of the Saudi Arabia, vegetation of the Saudi Arabia, climate, neighboring countries, lifestyle, wildlife and many much more things we will discuss in this chapter. Dear students, let's begin this chapter. At first we will talk about the important deserts of the world. If we are going to start this chapter, then we will talk about the important desert which are placed in the world. Then we can say that the Sahara and the Kalahari deserts in Africa. Which desert? Sahara and Kalahari desert is situated in Africa. And the Colorado desert and the Mexican deserts are situated in northern American part. If we talk about Atacama desert is in South America. The Great Australian Desert. Which desert? The Great Australian Desert is in Australia, and the Arabian and Thar Desert in India, or we can say that it is a part of the Asia only. Dear students, if we are going to discuss about the important deserts of the world, then we can say that Sahara and Kalahari deserts is situated in Africa, and Colorado and Mexican deserts are situated in North America. After that, if we talk about Atacama, whichever is in South America only, and if we talk about Great Australian Desert, and then you can understand that with the name you can follow that Australia. And the Arabian and Thar Desert, Arabian you know that it is in the Asia region only, and Thar Desert you know that the covered with the India's most of the part like the Rajasthan, Gujarat and many other part also covered by this type of deserts, and we can they say that it is the important main deserts of the world in which the condition and climate and location is like that completely. Vegetation is too much different. We can say that no vegetation or little vegetation we can watch in that type of areas. Dear students, we will discuss about that thing. Which type of Saudi Arabia desert is there? We can say that Saudi Arabia is located in the Arabian desert. Where Saudi Arabia is located in the Arabian desert. It's the largest country of Middle East. If we can anyone ask, then you can say that it is the largest country of the Middle East. The capital of Saudi Arabia is Riyadh. If anyone asks you about the capital of the Saudi Arabia, then you can say that Saudi Arabia's capital is Riyadh, and it is the beautiful place on that located in the center part of the country only. And now we will discuss about location. What is the correct location of Saudi Arabia? We can say that most part of the Saudi Arabia is located in the Arabian Peninsula. Where? In Arabian Peninsula. Most part of the Saudi Arabia is located in Arabian Peninsula, means it's covered the Arabian Peninsula mostly and located in that place only. Saudi Arabia has a long coastline. Long coastline area is also available on that place. The Tropic of Cancer, man and important thing is mentioned here according to geographical condition. We can say that Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of Saudi Arabia, and plains and rugged mountains. There we can watch that plains and mountains are also there, but that's are located in the western part of the country. And the central and eastern parts have dry deserts and plateaus. If you want to watch the dry deserts and plateaus, then you have to visit the central and eastern parts of the country. Then you can watch that that's completely covered with deserts and plateaus. If you want to visit the mountainous region or plains, then you have to visit western part of the country or middle part of the Arabia. That's covered with the Tropic of Cancer. Now we will talk about neighboring countries. Which countries are known as the neighboring countries of the Saudi Arabia, or mostly which countries are known as neighboring countries? Whichever countries nearby that, we can say that Jordan and Iraq is in the north and northwest. Jordan and Iraq, both countries are there in the north and northwest. If we talk about Kuwait and Qatar, Bahrain and UAE, all are in west only. Oman in the southeast and Yemen in the south. Dear students, it's about the general information about the Saudi Arabia. We can say that it is the most important place according to geographical condition, according to economy. We can say that complete basis economy is based on the petroleum, so it is very important place according to fuel efficiency or something like that. Fossil fuels are supplied by that type of place, so it has a important place in the world economy. Once again I am going to revise important deserts of the world. Then Sahara and Kalahari deserts in Africa, Colorado and Mexican deserts in North America, Atacama desert in South America, Great Australian desert in Australia, the Arabia and Thar desert is in Asia only, and Saudi Arabia is located in the Arabian desert. Saudi Arabia's complete location, we can say that it is in Arabian desert, and it is the largest country. It is the largest country of Middle East, and capital of Saudi Arabia is Riyadh. What is the capital of Saudi Arabia? Riyadh. It is the important place according to transportation, according to many another things. We can say that location. Most part of the Saudi Arabia is located in the Arabian Peninsula. If anyone asks you about the correct location, then you can say that it's located in Arabian Peninsula only. Saudi Arabia has a long coastline. It has long coastline also. If we think like that, it's completely desert or completely covered with sand. That's not. It has land also, coastline also, and mountains also found there. We can say that it has coastline. The Tropic of Cancer passes through it, the middle of the country. Plains and Ruz mountains. If you want to watch the Plains and Ruz mountains, then you have to visit which part? Western part. In the western part you can find that the plains and mountains part, and the central and eastern part. If you are going to visit central and eastern part of the Saudi Arabia, then you will find dry deserts with no vegetation. We can say that completely no vegetation or little vegetation is being there, and you can find that plateaus are also available there. Dear students, if we talk about neighboring countries, because it is the important question about that thing, which countries are known as the neighboring countries of Saudi Arabia, then we can say that in the Jordan and Iraq in the north and northwest. In north and northwest, Jordan and Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar and Bahrain and UAE in the west only. After that, if we talk about the Oman, it is in southeast. Yemen in the south only. Dear student, it is the general information like the important deserts of the world, the location of the Saudi Arabia, neighboring countries of Saudi Arabia. Dear students, now we will discuss about other points. Dear students, now we will discuss about climate, which type of climate in Saudi Arabia that people feel. Let's begin. Climate of Saudi Arabia is hot and dry. Dear students, we know that there is little or no rainfall. Because of that, the climate is hot and dry. During the day, the sun hits the sand. During the day, the sun's rays are directly hit the sand. Because of that, the day temperature to rise sharply, means starting from temperature like 20, 25, 50, 51, and highest is nearby 55 also. At night, the sand cools fast, causing the night temperature drop to. So the days are very hot and nights are very cool. This type of temperature we also can feel in Jaisalmer. In the daytime, we feel very hot days, and in night time the sands cool down. According to that, the temperature is also sharply down, so we feel cool nights. So we can say that the days are too much hot and nights are too much cool. Dear students, one word is here: sandstorms. Generally you listen a word storms. Storms means when such a type of natural calamities is being there with rain or something like that. But when storms start with sand, that type of storms we can watch in deserts only, and the shape of the sand dunes change with the direction of winds. According to wind's direction, the sand dunes direction also going to be changed. One day you can watch that the sand dune is here only. After that, the wind's direction is from here to here. Then next day you can watch the sand dune is here only. All the sand is being transferred to that place. We can say that sand dunes direction will be depend on the direction of wind. According to wind direction, it's be transferred from one place to another place, like from A to B. Dear students, deserts receive little or no rainfall. We can say that in the deserts, in that type of area, Saudi Arabia, only very little or no rainfall is being there. So we can't say that any type of vegetation or something we can watch, any especially vegetation or something like that. And the coastal area is humid throughout the year. Saudi Arabia, we know that in the last topic we discussed about that have coastal area also. So we can say that the coastal area feel humid throughout the year. And another hill station also available, Ava, and one more hill station is there that feel very cool in the summer also. Dear students, now we will talk about vegetation. Vegetation means which type of plants, which type of vegetation is being available. Then we can say that due to low rainfall, we already know that there is no or little rainfall. So we can say that due to low rainfall, the soil of Saudi Arabia is not fertile. And we know that if soil is not fertile, then we couldn't watch any type of vegetation or something like that. Only little vegetation we can watch there. Some important plants growing in deserts are, mostly these plants you can watch in the deserts: cacti, thorny bushes, and shrubs. That type of plants only you can watch in that type of area. These plants have long roots. We know that because of searching water in the deserts, because there is no water or little water is on that place. So because of searching the water, that roots is going very deep in the earth. So we can say that the plants have long roots. And the stem of these plants are fleshy and store water. We can say that because of the water lossing they can store the water in the stems only. Because of that, the stem of that of plants are in fleshy. Like we can watch that cacti or cactus or that type of plants also have fleshy stem. Because of storing water, water content is being available in there. If you are in a desert area, then you can know that. How can you get water in that type of area? In many type of vegetation you can watch that if a person survive in a desert area and he couldn't get any type of sources of water, then he used such that type of plants stems for getting water. Leaves are converted into thorns. Dear students, we know that on that place sun's rays are directly come onto the earth, and because of that the plants and animals have chance to losing the body, losing the water from their body. So their leaves are converted into thorns only. And if leaves are converted into thorns, then there is only little surface for water loss. Like that, if leaf is like that type of structure leaf, then sun rays is being from here to here, then that is the too much surface area, and because of that water loss is too much from that thing. But if that leaf is converted into only spines or thorns, like that type of structure, then surface area is too much less, and if sun's rays is coming from here one, then we can say that comparing to this leaves, only little water loss from that thorns also, so that leaves is converted into thorns only. And due to prevent water loss, in some areas melons, dates and tomatoes are grown. If we talk about that type of vegetation, then only we can watch in some areas melons, date palms and tomatoes are grown in that type of area. Dear students, it's all about the Saudi Arabia, the location, their neighboring countries, their climate, their vegetation, and all that thing we discuss in this chapter. In next class we will discuss about the animal or wildlife and the people's life and transportation system, and many much more thing we will discuss in our next class. Thank you students.